Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We'll take a look at the storm tracker Doppler radar, and you can see that we've got some thunderstorms that are out to our north and west. Look at that activity. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect just outside of our area, but if you're in Springfield and you look to the northwest, that's what you're looking at. Essentially, this is going to continue to dive here to the south and east and may come into areas like Lincoln, maybe towards Bloomington here. This is the area that stands the best chance to get that complex of storms to roll in. So we're tracking that potential for some strong storms as we go throughout tonight. We'll have the latest on the severe weather threat for the rest of us when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Your routine mammogram could help a national study where it's now expanding in central Illinois. Plus, with the governor's signature, marijuana is legal across the state, while you could still face criminal charges for lighting up, though. And later, there's a lot you can tell just by looking at someone's face. But how about your cat's face? Why researchers want your pet's pictures.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 9 on X49.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. A national study on breast cancer screening is spreading to more cities in central Illinois. WCIA 3's Jen Lask joins us now. So Jen, talk us through who's eligible for this.
Carl is participating in a study that the National Cancer Institute is conducting, and the research focuses on how breast imaging is impacted by patient history and risk factors, and it'll help personalize screenings in the future. The study is comparing outcomes of 2D and 3D mammograms, including the number of procedures, treatments, radiation exposure, and the costs. The study is open to women ages 45 to 74 who don't have a personal history of breast cancer and are already scheduling a routine mammogram. Carl in Urbana has been participating in the trial since 2017, and starting in July, the study will expand to Danville. Carl says Urbana has the second highest accrual site in the U.S. Back to you.
All right, Jen, interesting. Thanks so much. So far, roughly 165,000 women are enrolled in this study. Doctors at Carl say it's important to know that the hospital system offers both 2D and 3D imaging. Women should talk to their doctors about the best screening methods based on their own history and risk factors. It's a big move for the land of Lincoln. Today, Governor Pritzker signed the marijuana bill into law. Illinois is now the 11th state in the country to legalize recreational marijuana. But you can't light up just yet. You can still get arrested and face criminal charges between now and New Year's. That's when marijuana officially becomes legal. That's also when about 315,000 people will see their arrest records wiped clean. That's the part of this new marijuana law that was missing in every other state to legalize cannabis so far.
Studies have shown time and time again that black and white people tend to use cannabis at the same rates, but black people are far more likely to be arrested for possession.
Now, those records for people caught with less than 30 grams will get a fresh start. Those arrested with up to 500 grams could get a fresh start pending court review. The family of Ying Zhang is preparing for the next step in the Brent Christensen trial. Christensen was found guilty yesterday of kidnapping leading to Zhang's death, as well as lying to the FBI during their investigation. The sentencing phase is expected to start in 2 weeks. Some family members will testify. It's still unclear exactly who that will be. Their attorney, Steve Beckett, says it will likely still be Zhang's father and boyfriend. Whether or not her brother will testify is still up in the air. As far as her mother, Beckett says she is still very emotionally distraught. New for you tonight at 9, a man who used to live in Livingston County was arrested for child pornography. 37-year-old Jay Pitchford was arrested in Surprise, Arizona. He used to live in Pontiac. His arrest was part of an investigation by state police, the Attorney General's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and the Livingston County State's Attorney's Office. Pitchford is in custody in Arizona until he posts bond or is extradited to Livingston County. A Fulton County deputy was shot and killed today while responding to a battery and disturbance call. This happened at a home in rural Avon, that's about 45 miles west of Peoria. The sheriff's office says 39-year-old deputy Troy Chisholm responded to the house. They say several shots were fired and Chisholm was hit and died. The suspect is barricaded there now. State police and several sheriff's offices are still on scene as of tonight. We have a follow-up for you. Investigators say they will probably never know how a fire started at an old school in Rankin. It happened on June 15th at the former grade school. The state fire marshal's office says the damage is too extensive. The only thing that remains is a pile of bricks. The Vermilion County Public Health Department has given the property owner until the end of July to clean up the area. IDOT crews sealed the fate of a crumbling bridge in Vermilion County by sealing a hole that was causing safety concerns. Yesterday, we showed you the temporary fix that was used to stabilize the Perrysville Road Bridge over I-74 near Danville. Today, crews filled it in with a more permanent solution. They said this is considered a large pothole, so their protocol is to patch it. IDOT was made aware of the hole on Friday. They surveyed it and decided a total bridge replacement wasn't necessary. Instead, they're working on patching the hole from top to bottom to make sure it's completely filled in and stable. They assured us and the people we spoke with that it will be 100% safe after that. But some say they still feel hesitant and wonder if it's enough.
If I think about it, I'm going to take a different route. So, I mean, it's a habit for me to go across that. And every time I do cross it, I do think, is this going to be the time it's going to fall?
She says even though it's not the solution she hoped for, she is glad they are doing something about it. City leaders in Monticello have decided against putting a solar farm behind the middle school there. The school board unanimously endorsed the idea for a 5-acre solar farm. Last night, council members heard testimony from the public and nearby property owners. City officials tell us council denied the permit. The school could come back with another idea for conditional use, but they would have to start over with the planning and zoning board. One group is trying to get kids together to work on behavioral issues before the school year starts. We've told you about issues at Urbana Middle and high schools. This month, students are being brought in to get used to their new school. The program focuses on students' social and emotional growth, giving them resources to help keep them from acting out and helping them develop relationships with their teachers. A transition of moving into a new building can make some kids anxious, and staff is hoping that bringing them in early will help with that.
This is important because it allows them to kind of get that out in a low-stakes environment. You know, they're not worried about their academics. They're not worried about a whole bunch of kids being in the school. It's just the incoming 6th grade class. So really they can feel comfortable coming in.
Another thing staff is doing, they are providing kids with skills to control their emotions that will hopefully keep them out of trouble. This week, we're giving you the chance to save lives here at WCIA. We are teaming up with Community Blood Services of Illinois to bring in donations before the 4th of July holiday. Summer is one of the hardest times to bring in units of blood. That's because of summer vacations and a loss of high school and college students who make up a majority of donors.
The 4th of July, everything is closed, of course, as it should be, but hospitals aren't closed, and people needing blood, the need is still there regardless of the holiday, whatever it is.
Our drive is this Friday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. You can find information on how to schedule an appointment on WCIA.com. Thousands of files from the Jussie Smollett hate crime case were released, while police say one of the videos proves it was a hoax. Plus, lawmakers are racing against the clock to pass emergency funding. What could happen at the southern border if they don't?
And a recap of today shows a high temperature at 86 degrees, which is really close to what is normal for this time of the year. As we look outside right now on the Roofing Dog iNet camera, that's actually looking up towards Peoria. The reason for that, storms are firing up there and over near the Springfield area to the northwest. We'll talk about the storms, the heat returning, and the warmest of the year so far in the forecast when we come back. Weather quiz, more like a space quiz here, but how many times in a 24-hour period does the International Space Station orbit around the Earth? 4, 8, 16, or 24 times? We'll have the correct answer in your forecast coming up.